guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute since I have filmed a trying new products video. So recently I placed a Ulta order. I ordered a couple things off Walmart's website, and I also placed a small Sephora order like a 3 weeks ago. So I have some, high-end makeup, some drugstore makeup today. Mostly high-end stuff. I have some other drugstore stuff I ordered, but I didn't plan on using that today. So, yeah. Today's video is going to be a trying new makeup video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe down below and give this a video a thumbs up before you click off this video. And let's get into this. I'm just going to go over the few things that we're going to talk about in today's video real quick, and then I'll start applying them. I have two of the new Smashbox primers. They released some new ones, and they actually offered these in like miniature sizes, so you could try them out, and I was like, oh, that's awesome, sign me up. So I ordered the mattifying oil control one and the anti-redness corrector one. So I thought both of these would kind of work out for my skin because I am oily and I do struggle with some redness. So I did order those. And then next up with foundation, I ordered the Charlotte Tilbury, the new, what is this? Beautiful Skin Foundation. This has been getting a lot of hype lately, so we're going to try that out. And then for concealer, this is not new, but this is by Undone Beauty. This is the 3-in-1 coverage cream. It comes with like 3 different like little spaces in here for like, not as full coverage, medium coverage, and then a full coverage. A girl I watched, she like really raves out this product, so I was wanting to try that out. And then I picked up the couple new things from Fenty Beauty, the powder and the bronzer stick. And then I have the Milani Cream Blush Palette. I think this is new. I feel like this is new. But I've never tried out any of the Milani Cream individuals, so I saw this and I thought I'd try that out. And then I have the new Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Cream Highlighter. And this is new from Profusion. This is the Desert Sage palette. I'm super excited about this. I ordered this off Walmart because it's only available at Walmart. And then I ordered a couple new Physician Formula products, but I wanted to use the Rare Beauty and the Milani stuff. And so, yeah, we're going to be checking out this palette. And then for mascara, I have this Double Trouble from Essence. I think this was new like a month ago. So anyways, that's the roundup of the products we're going to try out. I'm going to pull the rest of my hair back and then we'll get started. I got you guys zoomed in. I hope this is close enough. I feel like it's pretty close. And sorry if you can see some black on my scalp. I did just color my hair yesterday and I do it myself, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, let's go into these primers. I think I'm actually going to try out both of them. I'm going to do the mattifying one on most of my face, and I'm going to do the redness one kind of in my red areas. So these little bottles are just adorable. So here's what the products look like. They're very tiny, like compared to like my finger, like it's as tall as like my 3rd finger, which is not very tall. So they're pretty tiny little bottles, but I'm excited to try these out. So I'm just going to put the oil control one, and it just comes out as like a white like cream. I'm just going to put the oil control one kind of on the outer perimeters of my face and on my forehead. Feels nice. And then I'm going to put the redness one kind of on my cheeks where I have a lot of redness. Oh, and it's green. That'll be interesting. It's like a light green. This could be good. I don't really feel like that like canceled out much redness like at all. But I'm going to keep trying this out because I feel like it could be a really good product. Okay, moving on to foundation. We're going to break in the, I have the shade 5 Neutral and the Charlotte Tilbury. I've been hearing such good things about this stuff online. So here's what the component looks like. It's just in a like squeezy tube, and then it has a cap. You pull it off and you pump it out. So it's like a pump but a squeeze bottle. So I do appreciate that. If I'm getting a foundation, I always prefer to have a pump on it. So I have heard that this foundation does kind of have a dewy finish to it. But lately my skin has had some dry patches. I've been kind of fighting with my acne. I've been trying out some different things with my acne, but so anyways, I feel like this a little bit dewier foundation might not be too bad. But I could probably never use this foundation in the summertime. I could see that just being like a disaster. So right away I feel like the shade match is pretty good. I feel like I could have went like maybe one shade lighter. But they didn't have a whole lot of shade options. Since it's kind of marketed towards more of like a skin tint, there wasn't a ton of options, and I think the shade 4, I think I felt like would like be too cool. I tried to just stick with like the neutral colors, but on camera I feel like it looks like a better shade match than in person. But overall, I can definitely tell how my skin kind of looks dewy. Like I can see in the viewfinder, like it does kind of give a dewy cast, but I think I might apply just a little bit more foundation to try to build it up right there on my cheeks. Okay. Alright, then we're going to go into this Undone Beauty concealer here. That was a disaster trying to get into that. I will kind of show you guys. So that's what the product looks like, how I'm saying it's like light, and then there's like a section here and then another section. There's like 3 different coverages on this concealer. So I'm just going to assume that the lightest coverage is at the top, and then you have like a medium and then a full coverage is what I'm going to assume. It doesn't say anything on the back. So I think I'm just going to go with the middle spot, and I'm just going to do like the medium coverage area. I'm really kind of excited. I've never used a like potted concealer before. I've always used ones with like, you know, like the doe foot applicator. This is a pretty good shade. I feel like it does have really good coverage. I think I'm just going to use my beauty blender just a little bit to try to help blend this out. And by the way, it's literally like a blizzard here. It has been icing since yesterday and snowing all night and now snowing all day. Like I'm looking at my window, it's literally a blizzard. Okay, I feel like that concealer looks really good. I feel like the shade was really good. I'm gonna like that. Okay, next we're going to go into the Rare Beauty. This is the Effortless Bronzer Stick. I got mine in the shade Happy. Here's what it looks like, and you just like roll it up. And then my brush. I always use this KVD, like, this is like the coolest brush. I always use this for my cream bronzer. It always works so good. And I'm not a pro at like cream bronzer or anything, so please don't judge me. But this seems to be blending out really quite nicely. But yeah, I feel like you can kind of tell it has some nice, like it blended very nicely on my cheeks. And I kind of blended it on my chin and on my forehead. I feel like that looks really good. Okay, on to some cream blush, the Milani palette here. Why does getting into packaging have to be like you're breaking into Guantanamo Bay? My goodness. Disaster. Okay, so here's what the shades look like. You have like a nice dusty rose, kind of a peachy, and a more deeper berry shade. I'm kind of leaning towards... I think I'm just going to do the first one, the more rosy shade. How should I apply this? I think I'm just going to use my finger. These have quite the like balmy texture. I'm just going to do a couple taps, and then I always use this. This is the Luxie Small Contour. It's a pretty good stippling brush. I like to use either this or just my fingers when I do cream blush, but that's pretty pigmented, but it did blend out very nicely. It didn't pick up any foundation. Bonus. And then when I do my blush, I always put some on my nose, even though it's not summertime and I'm not getting a sunburn, but that's just how I do my makeup. I started doing that like probably a year ago, and I haven't ever changed. And then I always put a little bit on my chin. I just really like blush. So this is amazing. I had heard, I think Andrea Matteliano, I think she raves about the Milani cream blushes, and I never tried them because last year when all the cream blushes were releasing, it was just like too much cream blush, and I'd bought a few and I just couldn't try them all out. So yeah, when I saw they released a palette, I was really interested in it. So yeah, I feel like that just looks so good. I'm having a really good day. A good foundation day. A good everything so far with all these products. Alright, next up the the Rare Beauty powder. This is the Always an Optimist Soft Radiance Setting Powder. I have mine in the shade Light. And I am so excited about this because the packaging on this is, I just took the lid off, is so cool because the little thing in here, like, it like slides, and then you can shake some powder out into the lid. There you go. It's a really cool packaging, and I just used up my Fenty powder, and I was using a like miniature like trial size of another kind, so I'll be able to add this into my rotation shortly. So I'm just going to apply that kind of underneath my eyes. I always use this is the Tati Beauty, the little like blendable like powder puff. I always use this to apply my powder, because I feel like with oily skin, like it's always best to like press the powder in. Okay, I'm going to let that powder kind of sit on my face. I'm going to do my brows. I don't have nothing new for brows. I don't really do much new brow things. I kind of stick to what I like. I'm going to do that and then I will come back. Okay, so I went ahead and finished setting the rest of my face, and I did get my brows put on. So now all that's left is to try out the Profusion Desert Sage palette. So here's what the inside looks like. I am just so excited about this because, number one, I love, you know, succulents. I love cactus. I love all things deserty. So when I saw this released, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to have that. And, you know, I actually saw a lot of people, like whenever I watch like Samantha March and she does her like, you know, whether she's gonna buy it or not, and I watch a couple other YouTubers who do those videos, And so many people were saying how they wouldn't buy this palette because of the way the pans are shaped for the eyeshadow, and I was just like, I don't know, to me that just doesn't bother me. I mean, let me know in the comments if that's like something that would, you know, deter you from buying an eyeshadow palette. Like, I have some palettes, what was it, that Urban Decay one? Oh, it's been like, what, 5 years ago. I think it was done by Kristen Leanne, I want to say. I'm gonna have to find that palette. Anyways, that palette has some weird shaped pans, and I love that palette. Anywho, I got the cover thing off. That was like breaking into Guantanamo Bay again. You know, we had to do that all over again. Anyways, so I don't know what kind of color scheme I want to go with. I love how the one in the middle is a pressed glitter. I love that. I'm all about the glitters. So, should I do like a pinky look today because I'm wearing pink? They do have a couple pink shades in here. Or should I do like a green look? I think I'm going to go for the pink. Pink, I love pinks. So I'm just going to take, this is the Taper Blending Brush by La Rousse. I don't even know this brand. I'm just going to go into this pink shade right here. And I don't know the names of these shades. So I'm just going to take that on a blending brush and put that into my crease, kind of as a transition shade. Okay, I zoomed you in a little bit more. Hopefully that'll help. Okay, this shade is really pretty. It is building up quite well. Okay. And then I'm going to take a kind of like denser brush, and then I'm going to go into, there's like a burgundy shade right below that pink shade. It is a shimmer shade, but I'm going to see if I can't pick this up on a brush and kind of work it into my outer corner. Okay, yeah, okay. That actually looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Okay, so here's what the eyes are looking like with those two colors. I'm going to apply a little bit of glitter glue on the inner part of my eye because I want to use that that glitter shade. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. I think it's really pretty. I'm going to do the other side real quick. Okay, so that's what the eyes are looking like, all done. I think they're really pretty. There's this really pretty shade up here on the top. I'm going to just use that as my inner corner. Kind of highlight. Oh, that's pretty. So pretty. Okay. I really like this palette. This is really good. Alright, and then to just try out this Double Trouble mascara. It says it's supposed to have definition and volume. I'm really picky about my mascaras, so we shall try. What pulled me in was the pink lid. It's like, oh, I like that. I mean, Essence has been known to have some pretty decent mascaras. Mascara's on. I'm gonna put my bangs down. Okay, so here's the final look. Oh no. I forgot to use this cream highlight. Should I just go ahead and try to use this even though I have a set face? I think I'm gonna try that. So this was the Fenty Beauty Liquid Kilowatt Highlighter in Side Chick. I got the like lightest shade. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch it. So that's what the highlighter you know, initially looks like, just kind of swatched out there. I'm just gonna tap on my cheeks. It's really pretty. It did not... So that's what it looks like. I hope you can see it on camera. It didn't seem to like pick up any product underneath, so I love that. Oh my gosh. Very few cream highlighters do I ever use work on top of a powdered like set face. So I'm quite impressed. Alright, so that's the finished usage of all these new products. I have to say, all of the products really performed well, and this mascara that I used at the end, I'm quite impressed with it. It gave me a decent amount of volume. It did kind of lift my lashes a little bit. I can say I'd honestly keep using this. I'm pretty picky about my mascaras, and like everything just performed very well. I am going to go ahead and do a wear test with the foundation. But it is 218 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do a wear test and just wear it as long as I can. I am just going to be at home today, probably going to work on editing this video, but it's not going to be a super long wear test. It'll probably only end up being like 6 or 7 hours wear test, but you know, that's a pretty decent wear test. Okay, you guys, so I am filming a little check-in on the foundation. It's currently 7:30, and the foundation seems to be holding up pretty good. The only, like, problem area I can see is gonna be, like, on my nose. So yeah, other than that, I feel like it's looking really pretty good, but I'm still like fighting this like head congestion I've got going on, so I've been blowing my nose a good amount, so I feel like that's part of the reason as to why it's worn on some of my nose. But other than that, I feel like I really don't even really need to like blot or anything yet, like touch up with powder or anything. I know it's only been like 5 hours. But I honestly feel like this foundation is doing really good for my oily skin. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower and take most of this off. So I'm gonna take my, you know, foundation and everything off. So I can't really keep it on much longer, but overall, I really like it. It's doing pretty good. Yeah, overall I feel like all the products performed really well. I don't feel like I had anybody who didn't perform well, so that's awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up before you leave and subscribe. And don't forget that you're absolutely stunning. Bye y'all. Thanks for watching.